It's muffed. A year we have to talk about, honestly. This is the Cowboys 2025 season in review. Muffed. George Pickens caught 9 touchdowns and posted plus 88.7 expected points added as a receiver, and he wasn't even the Cowboys' leading target earner. Here's how Dallas built a top 10 passing attack around Dak Prescott, why a bottom 10 defense dragged the whole thing under, and the one number that explains a 7-10 finish despite scoring 40 plus 4 times, 7 wins, 10 losses, no playoffs, third in the NFC East. The Cowboys had a real offense and a defense that got muffed every Sunday, and the math never balanced. Let's talk team level numbers. The Cowboys averaged roughly 27 points scored and almost 30 allowed, a negative scoring margin that maps cleanly onto a losing record. The offense generated plus 104.7 expected points added through the air, a 91st percentile number, top 3 caliber. The defense surrendered plus 130.8 expected points added through the air, and on defense, you want that number negative. They sat in the 6th percentile, 30 teams were better. Turnover differential was brutal, 21 giveaways, 11 takeaways. And the variance was boom or bust to the extreme, 40 plus 4 times, held to 17 or fewer 4 times. They beat the Chiefs 31-28 in week 13, then lost to the Giants 17-34 in week 18. Every week was a coin flip. Now let's get into the passing offense. This was the engine, full stop. Prescott threw for 4,552 yards and 30 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. With a completion percentage over expected, how much more accurate he was than an average quarterback on the same throws, of plus 4.4%. He posted plus 113.3 passing expected points added, elite tier production. Dallas hit 69 explosive plays of 20 plus yards, an 81st percentile mark, and Pickens was the detonator, 93 catches, 1,429 yards, 9 scores on a 23% target share. The signature throw came week 7 against Washington, 3rd and 11 from their own 14. Prescott hitting Cavante Turpin in stride, 86 yards to the house, nearly 8 expected points added on a single snap. Volume was consistent at 278 passing yards per game, but the variance hit in the red zone where they converted just 19% of trips into touchdowns. That's a 41st percentile number, and it's why 40 burgers turn into 27-point afternoons more often than they should have. Now let's dig into the rushing offense. Here's where the story gets weirder. Dallas ran for 2,148 yards, 126 per game, 18 touchdowns, solid surface numbers. But the per carry expected points added was plus 0.01, zero neutral. Every handoff was a coin flip on whether it actually helped them score. Javonte Williams carried the load, 1,201 yards on 252 carries, 11 rushing scores, plus 311 rush yards over expected, meaning 311 more yards than an average back gains on those same carries. Williams himself was efficient at plus 0.67 yards over expected per attempt, but the unit overall was league average at best, 56th percentile in rushing expected points added. The ground game was a chain mover, not a difference maker, and that's why a top 10 passing offense couldn't carry the team to 10 wins. Next up, the pass defense, and this is where Dallas got muffed. Plus 130.8 expected points added allowed through the air. On defense, a big positive number is bad 6th percentile in the league. They surrendered 35 passing touchdowns and a 48% third down conversion rate, also 6th percentile. Basically, every third down moved the chains, only 11 takeaways all year, 9th percentile, and that's the killer. The pass rush actually generated pressure at a 27% clip and racked up 105 quarterback hits, an 88th percentile number, so they were getting there, they just couldn't finish. Donovan Wilson picking off Bryce Young in the first quarter against Carolina was the kind of splash play they needed weekly. They got it monthly, and the run defense was just as rough. Dallas allowed 2,153 rushing yards, 126 per game, essentially identical to what they gained, and surrendered 24 rushing touchdowns at 0.09 expected points added per carry allowed. That's 9th percentile. Opponents converted 22% of red zone trips into rushing scores against this front, and the run defense was a steady leak rather than boom or bust. They never had a true shutdown game on the ground. Give up 126 rushing yards a week and 265 passing yards a week, you're not winning shootouts. You're losing them. Muffed. Season MVP is Dak Prescott. 4,552 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, plus 113.3 passing expected points added, and a completion percentage over expected of plus 4.4%. He carried this offense to a 91st percentile passing attack, and without him, this team wins maybe 3 games. The fix is obvious, and it's on the other side of the ball. The pass defense ranked 6th percentile in expected points added allowed, and the takeaway count was 11 in 17 games. Getting home with pressure was never the issue, finishing was. 11 takeaways won't cut it again. That's the Cowboys 2025 season. 2 things before you go. 1, if you want this every week when the season kicks off, subscribe to the Cowboys feed wherever you're listening. 2, if you want the same treatment for your fantasy roster, head to muff.ai and we'll build you a custom weekly show. That's the wrap.